Here you are from another episode of Strictly Sega. Hello, I'm Charlie. I believe we've met before in the intro video. Correct me if I'm wrong. If not, check it out. Okay, so as you can see, I'm missing my partner in crime. We are just all alone, and as they say, chicks before flicks. So we're letting him enjoy his until then. Here's Tunnel B1. We don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to keep this brief. And this is the gameplay, and I've got Nick here now. He's made an appearance, so say hello, Nick.
G'day guys, how's it going? Sorry, being a Friday night and all, I was out, being debaucherous. So
But he's
good
back.
To be back. I hear Charles has had a long and entertaining evening with this game. So
it was a ripper. I really actually enjoyed this game quite a bit. I was expecting a lot of the same, but I was really wrapped with the end results of this, man. It was great.
now I had a little bit of a cruise around, I must say, just before we jumped on to record this, and it's a pretty smooth game, you know. Like it's actually pretty reminiscent of the more modern sort of ways of controlling a game, mechanism-wise, like very sensitive controls and stuff. But it seemed pretty smooth from what I can see.
The gameplay itself was it was a very stiff game, and I didn't like how you had to hold down the left trigger to strafe left and right and stuff like that. You get those kind of things on old console games. You got to deal with that. But overall, I liked it how it mixed it up. It was what kept my attention for the whole many hours I was playing this for. Was the consistent change. You know, it with its advancements of difficulty, and it was difficult. It got better and better, faster and faster.
So what are we talking about in terms of levels of difficulty? Like I noticed when I jumped on and just had a shot at the initial stages, you've just got a few static sort of enemies, and then you move on to some more moving enemies. Is it just a case of enemies for the, you know?
It's not just that, but I haven't been able to figure out health packs yet. I haven't figured out how to recharge my health bar as the game goes along. So it's really, you start with a health bar and you try to make it to the end of the level with that one health bar, and it's not easy, I tell you what. Some of these guys here, you know, really take it out on you.
Now, I heard you mentioning earlier, you were talking about the Doom reference. You can really see in the walls there, and the sort of, you know, even just the dimensions of the height of the roof and the sort of areas that you're running around, the real similarities there.
They are very similar, but this is not done by ID. This is done by a German company called Neon, who licensed this game out to Ocean. That's right, Ocean to develop and distribute.
Of course, a lot of people will know Ocean from way back in the day, all the way back from Commodore 64 days, you know, working on sound and graphic stuff.
And the famous loader.
Yeah. And like they actually were a company that worked all the way through to games on the GameCube, and were eventually sold off for like over $100 million to another. So you know, but they were mainly involved just with distribution in these games. So
not much else to really say about it. We'll just enjoy some of the gameplay, and we'll come back and give you a bit of a tally of what we thought overall.
Good to be back, guys. We'll see you soon.
Hope you enjoyed that. So, what have we got to say about the game, really? We've got a quick score we can give you. Basically, it's story, 5 out of 10 because it was very simple. Genre, we gave it 7 out of 10 because it was quite new and exciting, wasn't it?
Graphics we went for 7 out of 10. You know, it was good for the time. It did really well for you know.
It was smooth, had great lighting effects, and the textures were about average for Saturn, but was actually very, very smooth because it had lots of action and still managed to maintain its smoothness, which is thumbs up from me if you ask me. So we gave that 7. Sound, well, was done by Chris Holzberg, I think it's Holzberg. Holzberg, that's it. He's a German guy from Neon. Wrote music for the Commodore 64 and brought out a CD a couple of years ago with Commodore 64 mix tracks and stuff like that.
The guy had over 70 game titles to his name. He's pretty cool.
Huge name, and so the game was pretty thumbs up there. We've given that what, 8, or is that 7? Yes, no, that's a 7. No, it's an 8.
Yeah.
That's an 8. So yeah, that follows on with longevity. Gameplay. Gameplay
was an interesting thing with this game. You know, I found the controls were very detailed.
It was very stiff and very hard.
Yeah,
though.
but they hadn't quite mastered it yet. You know, you can see where they were going with it. But it was, you know, they were trying to combine a first-person shooter game controls with
Wipeout kind of base out
driving game. You know, so. It was difficult, and I guess they did a pretty good job under the circumstances because it did still have that feeling of, you know, pace and speed to it. So,
so we gave that 8 because although it's beyond my means to be able to master it as of now,
we think it's possible.
We know it's possible. We know it's possible. And it has a great little feature in the slides. You know, like it's just like mastering those bloody hammer-ons on Guitar Hero. You just got to get it right, and then you can do it every time. You know,
definitely.
Longevity. Well, we've given it overall a 7, right? Because we don't think it will last you that long, but it will still be okay.
But going back to gameplay, you know, we are still sitting here saying, you know, we can master this game. So you know,
that's saying something. You know,
we want to for a couple of days, you know, the whole weekend sort of thing, and we still want to play it. So,
if it's new and you keep in mind that the game is going to change and going to keep on evolving as you keep playing it, then you will enjoy it more. But if you sit down and think it's the same kind of thing all the way through, once you start playing it, you're going to be disappointed. You won't even get to the point where you enjoy it the most because you'll probably give up before then, you know.
I guess longevity is a little bit relative, given when was the game released?
1996.
So, you know, like, it's still around. We can still get it, you know. So that's got to say something about it.
It's got to say something about those Germans, eh?
Those Germans.
Yeah, the Germans. So we give it the score of 68 all up, out of 100. So I hope you enjoyed it. Anything to say, Nick, besides that?
Like, not really. I mean, I was, you know, quietly impressed by this game for something that I'd never heard of before. And
it's been exciting doing our first review.
Yeah.
I know for me it's been nerve-wracking just to talking on the camera, but besides that, trying to challenge myself to really get through that game for you. You know, next time we're gonna knuckle down and maybe slow down our pace of the videos so we can really cock through this game for you.
All part of the learning process we were talking about. So.
But it's good to have you back, Nick. And
be back, and I hope you've enjoyed out there the first official review from Strictly Sega.
Strictly Sega. Catch you later, guys.
See ya.